My shed has seen a lot of action, but storage has always been my biggest enemy. Tools everywhere, parts piling up, and barely enough room to work. So in today's episode, I'm completely transforming the shed. We're going to strip it out, clean it, hit it with some paint and reorganize it, and best of all, fit it out with brand new Pinnacle hardware toolboxes, cabinets, and more. This really is going to be my dream shed. Proudly supported by Superior Engineering, high-tech world, and in part by... So I've just pulled Ron Burgundy out of the shed. Always looking good when it gets out of the shed. Now I want to let you guys know that today's episode is sponsored by Pinnacle. Now I've got two big stainless steel toolboxes from Pinnacle. Two of these rocked up, it's a huge pallet. We've got some storage shelves here as well. These are going to be mounted up top. They're a slimline cabinet. We've got storage solution stuff, big cabinet, XL single drawers. As you can see, massive order from Pinnacle. So huge shout out to those guys for looking after us on all this stuff. And I'm very excited to get this shed dialed in. It's been this way for a long time, and I mean, it's worked for now, but I just don't have any storage. I don't have any room to put circular saws, drop saws, all my tools, you know, they can't fit in just the one toolbox anymore. So we need to upgrade, and that's where Pinnacle is coming in. It's probably a good time to show you guys the new shirts as well. I'll throw the rest of them up on the screen, but I'm wearing the Boosted Life 1. Now these are an oversized tee, so I've actually sized down. This is a large. If you do want to support the channel, I'll have a link in the description below to our website. You can grab some cool shirts and support the channel at the same time. Now, let's get cracking on this shed build. I think what I'm gonna do first is just start throwing all the tools back in the toolbox. Even though all the tools are coming back out of this, it just allows me to get them all in, get everything out. Then I think I'll just start disassembling everything and get it out. So my plan is to actually paint all the walls again. Now, I did paint this recently in this gray, but I'm not really liking the gray anymore. So we're going with a white. So need to get everything out the way, clean the floor, probably clean the walls a little bit, get the roller out and start rolling. It's gonna take a while, but we can make it happen.
Well, that's the back wall pretty much done. Tom's just got to unscrew that bit there, and then we're moving on to this bit.
Getting there. Do you want to show everyone your new toolbox? I'm donating this toolbox to Wolf. Is that yours, bud?
Is that yours?
That's your new toolbox.
Good job. You sweep.
All right, basically done. Got all this room for activities now. And yeah, we'll fill this up pretty quick actually. It's crazy how much stuff was in here. My whole backyard is now full of parts. Have a look. Holy crap, just stuff everywhere. I can't believe that all that actually fits in this place. So I'm sick of the gray, so I'm gonna be painting this white. Now, I need to get the pressure cleaner out. I'm gonna pressure clean all the ground because it's quite dirty, as you can see. I'll also pressure clean from the power points down just so that all the crap that got splattered over the walls over the past year is off the wall for the paint. Now the good news is when I sheeted this, I used cement sheeting and then I've sealed right around the bottom, so I can actually pressure clean the walls. It's not gonna damage anything. And if anyone is wondering, this is 6 meters this way and 7.5 meters this way. Now I'm gonna start by cleaning the floor, and how I'm doing that is with this surface cleaner. So this has a bar, spins around really fast. It's basically like, thanks Dees. It's basically like mowing the lawn, you just go up and back. And then what I'll do is rinse the walls down, rinse it all out of the shed, then we'll have to let it dry, and then we can look at the paint. spent about an hour in here and it seems to be dry enough to at least start the cutting in. Floor is still a little bit wet, but I'm just going to be using a piece of cardboard as my drop sheet so I can move that along as I go. So basically just paint all around the power points. I'll have to paint around the aircon. We've got the lights to get out the way. Pretty much everywhere that I'm not going to be able to use a roller, so even these window sills, they'll get the old paintbrush. If I can do that when the kids go to bed, Alicia is also going to come out. We can roll the whole thing, and I absolutely hate painting. So it's good that she is coming out to help me, but I'm going to be using this piece of cardboard as pretty much my drop sheet, so I'll just work along that. And yeah, time to get the old paintbrush out and start slapping it on. I don't know what that was, but anyway, it's going to look something like that. Now I'm just using a Taubman's white paint, some sort of interior paint. I don't really know too much about it. As you can see, just a nice white, very simple colour. Should have painted it white in the first place, but here we are. This is going to take freaking ages. I'm not looking forward to doing it, but I am looking forward to the end result. I'm now joining Alicia on the roller.
Let's roll.
Well, Alicia's tapped out. Got this little bit left for the first coat. And then I have to do another coat by myself. We only have one of these pole rollers, so Alicia can't reach anywhere. Right, it's the next day and we are fully painted. How good does that look? It's a nice fresh white. I'm also wearing another new shirt. This is probably my favorite one. It says I built my own rig on the back. These will be available on the website as well. Absolutely love the fit on these. This honestly looks so much better. I don't know what you guys think, but this looks good. And filming with white as the background is definitely a lot better as well. Now, I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do the layout yet. If I want to push the toolboxes to one side and then have storage on the other side, or put the toolboxes in the middle and have storage on each side. But the only way we're going to figure that out is to actually go and get the Pinnacle stuff, put it all together and start laying it out and then just see how it all looks. Now this is the part that I'm most excited for. 2 brand new toolboxes. Woo! It's going to look good. Also got some wider bench tops for these. Holy crap, they look freaking good. Pinnacle 72-inch toolboxes, stainless steel. These things are so nice. Now, like I said, I've extended the bench top just a little bit to give me a little bit of extra width. You can see it's not a whole lot, but it does make a difference. It's just if I'm rebuilding a diff or something like that, I just want that little bit extra room for tools. But holy moly, these look freaking nice. As for the rest of it, and there is quite a fair bit from Pinnacle, we've got some 900mm wall cabinets, so they go up on the wall. Then we have these stackable XL single drawers, and there's one XL single cabinet. These are a modular style cabinet. There's different drawers and cabinets to pick from, so you can stack them up and build them how you want. And this box here is a gigantic sliding cabinet, 1500 wide, 2 meters tall. It is so heavy, that thing. So that's going in the corner. These are going beside that. So it's kind of going to build up that last corner where we've got the toolboxes. Time to put these slimline cabinets together. First time using the new workbench. How exciting. Obviously this is designed to be mounted on the wall, but with some nice gas struts. Get in there, store some paint cans, WD-40. all that sort of stuff. It's one done, I've got 3 more to do, and then I've got to put together that big old cabinet. Now this here is the XL sliding cabinet, has 5 shelves. This thing is absolutely ridiculously big. It's going to store so much stuff in it, which is awesome. You see it opens from both sides. You can also pull power through some of these grommets up there. So you can have stuff charging in here, you can store stuff. You can also keep it locked, so if you are storing dangerous chemicals and you've got kids around, it's a really good idea to lock the cabinet. Size-wise, this thing is huge. 1500 wide, 2 meters tall. Absolute monster of a cabinet. So I've still got to get these cabinets mounted. Now I've got 4 of those overhead cabinets, and I'm thinking about putting 3 across there, and then we'll have 1 spare. Maybe put the 1 spare up here somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and start measuring and mount them up on the wall. I don't know if I want to do 3 up there or 2. I'm undecided, because if I do 3, I have to shift that light about 50 mil to the left. I decided to put 2 up here and then 2 over here, and then they're evenly spaced, and then I use that same space over here. That way you get that nice even look with all of them mounted up. Absolutely stoked with those and love the gas strut. Such a good idea. Now that we're done with all the big items, it is time for some storage solutions. Now I've got these dividers through Pinnacle. These are awesome. They go inside the toolbox and you can separate stuff. I've all got that 1 or 2 drawers in the toolbox that is just full of random crap. This way you can keep it organized. So I've got a bunch of different sizes in them. And then we've got 3 of these bad boys here. So more storage compartments that I can keep in the cupboard or even in those big drawers over there. I love keeping all my stuff organized. This is gonna help a ton. So that's pretty much all that there is left to do, and that's organise all the tools into the correct drawers. Alicia and I are probably going to bowl most of that over. We'll bring the red toolbox in, swap all the tools out, organise as much as I can into these 2 cupboards. This is going to take a while. I have a feeling it's going to be another late night. Alicia's here to give me a hand with all the organising because she reckons that she's way better than me at organising.
You know I'm better than you.
So we're going to get to organising. Where are we going to start?
With the chemicals.
Look how small this cabinet is now after seeing that one.
Yeah, it's like less than half the size.
Right.
Go.
All right, all this needs to go in there. Then we're going to start on the tools. All right, pretty much done with the cupboard. You can see we've got everything nice and organised. Come over to this side, paint and whatnot. So that is the cupboard done. Now we are on to emptying my mini toolbox and emptying Big Red. I've decided that this welding table is too big for this little shed, so I'm going to cut it in half right there, reattach the wheels. That way I can fit it right there and have tons of wall left. And yes, I look cool in these glasses. Right, you can see that that is now much smaller, and I've also left a gap so you can sit in there with a chair. So, it's the next weekend. It is friggin' nice to walk in here and have this all painted up. And I'm starting to get somewhere with the organisation. I have been at it after work pretty much every night this week. Alicia and I have unpacked Big Red. All the tools are in these boxes now, apart from just what's sitting on the bench. I quickly filmed cutting that table up, and I've managed to fit the welder in underneath there. This whole corner is pretty much done. We'll walk through that a little bit later, but it's pretty much done. I've got some shelves and stuff that need to get put away. I also need to sort out the charging stuff because I did just cut a hole in the back of this cabinet to get to my power point so that I can charge all my battery gear like the jump pack, and need to charge up that UHF there around my power board back here. So I am getting rid of that Rover 1+ wall that I had, and this is going to go basically just like that. So I have 3 of those mounted up there, be able to charge my batteries, put the drills on the top here, or possibly even away. One thing that took ages to do, but is very exciting, is these Pinnacle storage boxes here. So I have these fully kitted out now. This one is heavy with nuts, bolts, screws, washers. Everything is organized into their own bin and has its own spot. Look how good that looks. Now, I never thought that I would achieve this level of organization, but with these Pinnacle things, it's super easy. You can see this one is nuts and bolts, but then underneath you also get more storage. So I've separated fine thread, I've separated nylox to non-nylox nuts in that one. This one's all screws, got metal screws, wood screws, Dynabolts, everything ready to rumble in that one. And then this one is sort of just a miscellaneous one and washers. So look at that. Look at that organization. So I'm going to try and sort out this little charging area for the Ryobi tools first, and then I'm going to probably move on to just clearing the whole floor, bring everything else in that needs to come in because there's still shit outside in the patio and it's really getting annoying now. Need to sort the air compressor out as well, clear the whole bench, sweep the floor, and we're finally friggin' done. It has been a lot of work to get to this point, but hopefully we can finish this off today. So I'm going to chuck you guys on a time lapse because I have a lot of work to do. See you guys in a bit. Well, we're all done with the fit out. Everything is organized, put away into the storage compartments. All the tools are in the toolboxes. Welding area is sorted out. Behind me sorted out. Cabinet is sorted out. I am so friggin' stoked with how this looks. Honestly, it is just blowing me away. I'll put up a before on the screen now so you guys can just quickly remember what this was, and now have a look at it. I mean, honestly, what a friggin' difference. We'll go for a quick walk around and check it all out, but firstly, I do want to say massive thank you to Pinnacle for supporting the channel, supplying all of the gear that we need. Pinnacle is the perfect DIY storage solution for you guys at home. If you've got a garage, if you've got a shed, you can buy this Pinnacle stuff through Bunnings. They've got tons more options than what you see here. It's all pretty much modular, so you can make it work and fit the dimensions of what you're working with. End up with something similar like this. Maybe you could do something a lot better. All the stuff's there to do it. Check them out. They are online and you can buy it through Bunnings Warehouse. Now let's do a quick little walk around. I won't go through everything because it'll bore you to tears, but I just want to show you some of the stuff that is going on here. Firstly, this corner, it's not something that I'm super proud of, but all of the engine crane and stuff, it's real hard to store. It's so big, takes up a lot of rooms. The filing cabinet I've decided to keep and put all of the parts that come in the mail that still need to be installed. So got clutch for the Triton and all the Superior stuff that I am still yet to put into Ron Burgundy. Got the big rack here with all these boxes that are just from Officeworks. So all of this is metal. We've got tube, flat bar, aluminium, and box section. Now this is kind of like the metalwork area. I'm very excited about it because the metalwork area has never been a metalwork area in my shed. It's been sort of spread out throughout the shed. You guys seen me shorten the welding table. I'm much happier with this size table. The other one was good if you had twice the square meterage of shed, but for my little shed, this is the perfect size welding table. Now, I did actually lower this welder. I just dropped it off the side and then put 2 tech screws in each side just to drop that down a little bit. So that actually tucks in there really nicely. Got the old trusty bench grinder here, finally dynabolted down. That has not been fixed to the floor for a very long time, so I'm glad to see that done. Good old drill press, like to use that as much as possible, save myself drilling on the vise, it's just a lot easier. And then I didn't even think about this before, but the TIG fits perfectly under there. And then I just put a little bracket on the side to hold the TIG torch and the earth clamp. So everything is kind of tucked in nicely for the TIG machine. I've got a little hook up on the wall holding all my fixture stuff. And then the air compressor hose above that. And then obviously we've got this big vise over here on the vise stand, which wasn't dynabolted down as well. So glad that's finally done. Now we've got the 2 72-inch Pinnacle stainless steel toolboxes here. These are basically fully decked out already. There's only a few spare drawers left over. This one here has kind of become the less used stuff, and then the other one over there is the more used stuff. But in this one, there is smaller sockets, 1/2-inch sockets, and then impact sockets in this one. Pry bars and whatnot in that drawer. Got a few spare drawers over here, which is always good. And then this box here has the more important stuff. So all your main pliers go in there. Spanner sets, so we've got ratchet, non-ratchet, and then you got screwdriver sets, Phillips flats and electrical. Grinding drawer, neat little way to store the blades and the flat disc. So it's good that I've got a few empty drawers, can kind of grow into these boxes a little bit more. The other toolbox was full to the brim. There was no growing in that one. Thing I'm most excited about, 3.6 meters of bench, and then the tools underneath the workbench, which just makes the most sense. You reach down, grab it, pull it out, and you're ready to go. Now we're getting into my favorite part of the Pinnacle hardware stuff. We've got these modular stacking drawers. Now there is different options with these as well. You can get these split in half, which would be really cool. I kind of wish I got one split in half and then 2 full ones, but these big ones are huge. They're deep drawers. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. This top one here is empty, but in this drawer here, I've got all my specialty equipment. And then underneath here, I've got all my corded stuff and the nail gun as well. So you can fit a lot of stuff in these drawers, and I'm very happy with them. Now this cabinet is awesome because I can close it just like that, and then I can open it. So all my battery tools are going in here, as well as spare batteries. I used to want to hang everything up on the wall, but it all just gets covered. So I think the more stuff you can tuck away, the better. All the battery tools in there. I've also put 2 charging boards up here. So we've got the Rover 3 battery chargers, so I can charge 3 at once on a protection circuit board. Make sure you do that because batteries do catch on fire. Over here I've got a USB port board, as well as it's got 8 power points, which I'm not going to use, but it also gives me a spot to magnetically mount my torches and keep them charged. They're on charge at the moment, so everything that needs charging is staying in this area, sitting up top here, getting charged. I think it's the perfect spot for it. Now the overhead cabinets are also awesome. This one here has got stuff that I'm going to commonly grab. WD-40, we go through a lot of it. Multi-purpose greases, Loctites and gloves is all staying up there. So anything that's consumable that is commonly grabbed is going up in this cabinet. This one here is going to have extra chargers and camera equipment covered right above the camera equipment for camera equipment. Just kind of made sense. Now we're moving into the cabinet, and just for size comparison, look how big this thing is. It is a monster. I got a ton of stuff. There's lifting chains, tie downs. We've got the Car Builders tape. Car Builders actually sent this tape out to me because I've been smashing it on all of my looms. It is awesome tape. Down the bottom, I've got my charging stuff, jump pack, and then underneath that is the Pinnacle storage boxes where we could assort all the bolts and nuts, keep them tucked away under there. Absolutely mint. On this side, I've got some random stuff up the top for oil changes and whatnot. 2 spare shelves, so more storage that we're running into, and then underneath the bottom is all my canned paint. And then that brings us to the last of the storage. This one here, I've just got parts containers in it for now. And then this one here has just some more storage stuff and all my garden hose fittings and whatnot. So it's a bit of a random one, that one. There's nothing over here yet, but I got my mum's number plate because she passed away from cancer. So I love keeping that up there just to remember her. And then we've got Total Tires and Auto, one of their flags, good boys that sponsor us. And then we've got one of my transformation photos from Cole that I got for my birthday. So that is pretty much the shed. I don't know if it feels fresher on camera, but in person it just feels fresher, feels exciting. Change is as good as a holiday. So we're on holidays now, boys. It's definitely got me keen to get back in here, and that's why I do like to do these shed transformations, because you want your workspace to be nice and clean and organised so that you can be productive with doing everything else and it doesn't end up giving you the like it was before. Massive thank you to Pinnacle. You guys can check Pinnacle out online. You can buy it through Bunnings online or in store. I'll have a link in the description to the Pinnacle website, and if you go into Bunnings next time, go and check them out. Now don't forget about the shirts. This is actually another one of them. It says I'll be in the shed, which is where I basically spend half my life. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. The shed is all tidied up, ready for some more projects. Well, not more. We've got to finish the ones that we've got first, and then we can get some more in. The more merch you buy, the more I can spend on the projects, the faster I can make these builds happen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. We'll be in here in the shed with Ron Burgundy, getting it finished up.